Welcome to day 13 of our bioenergy and wellbeing reset. So today I'm going to talk about, on the bioenergy side of things, the nervousness that we can have sometimes around energy work and coming into energy work, and maybe learning about how energy works, training in energy work, all that side of things. And then, because that can be really relevant for some people. And then on the well-being side of things, it's to talk about our connection to nature as well. That's the one that's resonating for me today to bring across to you. So with the bioenergy and the nervousness, now I remember this coming into certain energy modalities that I've trained in as well. I've trained in quite a few, but I remember with my bioenergy practice as well. I'd say a nervousness and an excitement, but this is a conversation topic that I would have with many of our students and graduates before they start the programme and just as they start, maybe just in the very, very beginning, early stages of it. And it's totally normal. It's something that comes up quite a lot for people. It can come from many different places, and I'll talk about that now in a moment as well. The nervousness. So what can it be about? Sometimes it's about our programming, about judgments that we may have, our fear of judgments of others. I myself would have a lot of family background on the science side of things, on the medical side of things. That was very strong within my family on both sides, my mother's side and my father's side. And energy work can be seen as something that doesn't flow along the same path, whereas I suppose our view within this training is that complementary medicine, and so energy healing and all other holistic practices and mainstream medicine practices should both support clients to achieve common goals. So should both be working in a way to support clients to achieve well-being, health and wellness goals. So they should complement each other. And that's the background that we would come from, or the mindset that we would come from with this work as well. The nervousness can come from as well the fear of the unknown. So I don't even know what this energy is, how does it work, where does it come from, what's it all about. And I've covered some of these topics in our bioenergy 21-day reset that I've been doing over the last few weeks as well. So you can check in on those. They're on all our social channels. And I get it, I understand it. I've had that experience myself with these practices and with energy work and energy healing. And every time we're about to take the next step forward, level up, alignment is something that I'm going to cover in one defined topic as well. But every time we're about to take a step forward to something that's true for us on our path, it can feel a little bit scary. We're going out to the edge of our comfort zone. We're about to jump into the unknown. But really what we need to tune into is our heart space. A lot of people come to this work and say, I don't even know what it is. I just feel like this is for me. This is what's on our path. And I'm reminded as well, I was thinking this morning about, I remember a very strong message being given to us in school days many years ago, where it was very much about, you have your head and your heart, and you need to be mindful of your heart trying to take over your head. So make sure that you're going with the decisions from your head. And really what we want to do for alignment for our true selves and the truth of who we are and the truth of what our human experience, the alignment of that in this lifetime as well, is to really listen to our heart. Our heart is connected to our soul, connected to our spirit, connected to our higher self. So our heart knows the direction that we need to go in for something that is true for us and on our path. And that's not just about learning bioenergy, that's about, our path in life in general. So it's tuning into our heart and, does this feel expansive for me? Does it feel light for me? Or does it feel contracted? Does it feel heavy for me? Is this adding to me? Is this taking away? There are things that we don't even need to ask ourselves. It's just tune into the energy of that as well. So each experience that we have, each interaction with people in our lives, each decision that we're about to make for things that are on our path, just tune into it. Does this feel like it's taking away from my life experience in a negative way, or is this adding to my life experience in a positive way? Does this feel expansive for me? As in, I'm tuning into the joy and happiness and, heart-centered space. Or does this feel like it's very contracted and negative and heavy and holding me down? So how does it feel for you? So any decision, especially if you're thinking of joining our bioenergy program, or even you can jump into our free workshop. So, you know, it's just to tune into that, and how do I feel in this moment about this decision? Is this taking away from me? Is this adding to me? Does this feel expansive? Does this feel contracted? So it's a lovely way of tuning into what's true for us. And I think that when you feel the nervousness about, you know, I'm about to join up for this, I'm about to do energy work, my own fears, my fears of judgments, of other things going on around me, we can just tune into that space, tune into our heart and see, this is my life, what's true for me, what feels right for me, what feels expansive for me. You know, I remember years ago in my human resource management days doing personal development and leadership development courses and training with people, and I would always say, you know, who knows you best, and who knows what's best for you? And, you know, the answer is ourselves. You know, people would come up with all sorts of answers, like my mother, my partner, my husband, my wife, you know, different things, my best friend, you know, and it's ourselves. We need to tune into ourselves and tune into our own heart and get the advice from our own heart. And yes, we can ask for others' opinions and, you know, engage with other people, but really the reality is we need to tune into our own heart and see how our own heart feels when we're making these choices and decisions for ourselves as well. And that keeps us in alignment with our own path and what's true for us. So it's, you know, it's a lovely space to come from when making these decisions as well. You know, on the well-being side of things then, so the forecast, when I looked at it yesterday and today, and the weather said sunshine, but I can see cloudy skies outside, and I really wanted to paint walls in our garden. So I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm afraid it'll wash off, so I'll have to wait and see. But what I really wanted to do was a bit of planting and just connection with nature as well. So obviously we can do this in an indoor space, an outdoor space, you know, just to feel the earth with our hands, connect in with nature. One of my closest friends loves her garden, gets lost in the space of her garden, and I love having conversations with her about it as well. But just, you know, we had a conversation recently about just that connection with the earth, you know, putting our hands into the earth, or in, you know, into a bag of peat moss, whatever it is, to plant a few plants and just to feel like we have that connection as well. So it's a lovely thing to do if that's something that you can do, you know, at any time, just to feel the earth and to breathe into it, you know, a strong sense of presence as to the gifts that the earth gives us. You know, that top 15, I remember a guy when I worked in a development company for agricultural practices, and he said, you know, that top 15 centimetres of the earth gives us so much. You know, that soil that helps our fruit and vegetables to grow, our food grow, you know, it provides us with the sustenance to keep us alive, with the energy from the food that we get as well, which is so amazing to think of that just very simple concept. So it's just to connect into that and connect in with Mother Earth, and it's a very obviously grounding practice for us to do as well. It brings that sense of centre, balance, peace, calm, you know, that's what we're aiming for, to just keep filling that cup up as much as we can as well. And it's a self-love, self-care practice for ourselves, giving ourselves that time as well. So wishing you all a wonderful day ahead. Thank you for connecting in, and I'll pop the links in for our diploma course and our free workshop below as well, and wishing you a great day ahead. Thank you guys.